Stephanie's Kitchen. Today we're going to make my favorite personal recipe for anti-cancer. So this is a smoothie, a recipe I came up with a few years ago, and I'm just going to run through it really quick. So the ingredients that you're going to need, you can mostly find at H-E-B and Kroger. And you need, this is a serving of two 12 to 16 ounces. You need 8 ounces of water, 8 ounces of palm juice, 2 cups of frozen blueberries. This I get at Kroger. They do have a bigger bag at H-E-B. A large handful of organic spinach kale mix, also at H-E-B. I use Crystal Light, or this is a Kroger off-brand of a drink mix that you can add to water. It helps with flavor and energy. It has taurine and a little bit of caffeine. So since we're making 2 of these and you've never had these before, we're just going to start off with 1 packet. So whichever one you would, whatever you would want to do. Chia seeds, 4 tablespoons of chia seeds. This is Body Fortress whey protein powder. Of all the protein powders that I've ever had, this is by far the best flavor. It also helps to stabilize the smoothie, make it taste better, and keep it from separating since there's all the citrus in it. This is maca powder. This you cannot find at Kroger. You have to go to H-E-B for this. This you can only buy at Kroger and not at H-E-B. The maca powder is a ancient food. It aids in energy. It helps fight fatigue. It's natural. It's not a caffeine. I know caffeine is natural too, but it's not a caffeine thing. Some people are too sensitive to it. So this will help. It also has a lot of other antioxidant properties. 1 whole avocado. I get mine at H-E-B. They have a better selection, bigger avocados, and they're cheaper. So 1 whole avocado. And so let's get started. So I always put in my water and palm first. First I went ahead and pre-measured it. So this is 8 ounces or half a bottle of water and 8 ounces of palm. I actually put 2 cups of palm in this, and that's okay. So I start off with that. You need 2 blenders. My blender is big. Yours is not as big as mine. I don't know if yours can make 4, so we'll start off with 2 like I said. My blender also does not chop chia seeds, so you have to have one of these. So this is how I do this. If you buy this brand, this is the Chia Company. It's my favorite brand. It's more expensive and it doesn't really matter what brand that you use. I ordered this one online and it comes in this nice canister. I just buy new chia seeds and I fill it up. It also came with a pre-measured scoop. This is 4 teaspoons. So I just need 1 scoop. So I just drop that in there. And also, since the seeds are so light, you have to mix in the other thing. So I took my Crystal Light, my single packet there, and then I go ahead and I put in, I'm going to put in 1 scoop total. So I'm just going to put about half a scoop in here, and then the other half of that scoop goes in there. You can put more scoops depending on what you like, and I actually like a little bit more of it because I like that it gives me the protein and the flavor is nice. So I have those mixed in here in my little bowl. It takes about 30 seconds. So that is ready. So I got my 2 cups of blueberries. Make sure they're frozen. Oh goodness, I'm dropping them all over the place. That's not good. I'll just put those over here. My handful of spinach. And by handful, it's hard to measure spinach. So, and then the more you have, the more flavor it'll give it. But spinach is something very important to people who have had cancer, because according to research, spinach helps to kill the free radicals that chemotherapy causes to run rampant in your body. And the free radical, also blueberries do the same thing. The free radicals attack the nerve cells, which is the cause of the neuropathy. So you don't want that. So I'm just going to cut my avocado. So what these ingredients do in large is kill the free radicals, as many as that you can get gone, so that your body can fight and do what it needs to do. So I cut it in half, I use a spoon, I pop out that seed. It's a beautiful avocado. Whoop. Scoopity, scoopity, scoopity doop. That's done. I get my maca powder. I put 1 teaspoon of maca powder per smoothie. So I have 2 smoothies, so I shall put 2 in. Sometimes I put my maca powder in with the blend, and I blend it. Now what's best to do, this is freezable. It freezes well. So one thing that I would do is, since this does not last but for a few days and it starts to rot, as soon as you get it, I would make several smoothies, put them in the freezer, enough you could probably get 8 out of this, maybe more. But just so you know, this will only give you about 1 serving of what you're supposed to have a day. You should have several hands full of spinach and kale a day if you have had cancer or are fighting cancer. So I have all of my ingredients in here. I think I used everything. I did. And you blend. And I add ice to the mix. Since I have a big blender, I can do that anyways, so this is going to be loud. Some blenders will pulverize everything and make everything purely liquid. This one does not. This is a Ninja, and it does not pulverize everything the way that you would really want it to. That's okay. I'm used to it. I'm used to teeny tiny particles of things. You may not like it, but get used to it, because it's for life and health and getting over and never getting back cancer. Another thing that's really important about the blueberries and the palm and the spinach kale is that since you have a triple negative, that was a chunk of ice there, since you have, see, I put too much palm in it, it's a little thin. That's okay. It'll fill up just fine. You can get these cups at Walmart, anywhere really. But about the, is with a triple negative, there is nothing to help, nothing to prevent it from recurring. That's why triple negative is so dangerous. And so they say that there's 35 to 85% of all cancers are related to outside, like pollutions or foods and things. So by changing your diet, you increase your potential of not having recurrent cancer. And since it's a triple negative, changing your diet and adding handsfuls a day of this, at least 3/4 to a cup a day of this, at least a quarter of an avocado, the more the merrier. You can't get enough of it. So that is my recipe. That is how I make it every day. I do this, make it every 2 to 3 days. I freeze them sometimes, and I have my shakes. I keep them in my fridge, and every morning I pop one open, stick a straw in it, and Jerry and I have our smoothies. Jerry has his because he has gut and colon issues. It also helps, keeps you regular, plenty of fiber, and it got rid of my adult acne, and I haven't had it in 4 years. Ever since I started making the shake, about 3 months after the shake, I stopped having pimples, and I used it for a couple of years, and then we went on vacation somewhere one time, and I didn't have it for like 3 weeks, and I got my adult acne back. I got back on the shakes, and several weeks later it was gone. That's happened several times. I also have eczema in my face, and when I'm not on the smoothies, it comes back. When I'm on them regularly every morning, I don't have any problem with it. And also, this is a big smoothie. Some people can't drink it all, so save it. It's a very expensive, very important shake to your daily life. And if you get half of it in at breakfast and half of it in at 10, that's great. I mean, it's something you don't, in my opinion, want to go without, because how else can you get, you know, all these foods besides eating a gigantic salad every day? Throw it in a blender and you've got your meal done. So thank you for coming to Stephanie's Kitchen, and prayers for no recurrence.